Hi guys, welcome to DIY Ideas. Today I'm showing you how to do a nice big fluffy scarf. So this is going to be a super cool triangle shaped scarf. I used Caron Cake's wool for today, so it's 20 grams, 80% acrylic and 20% wool. It's 350 meters long, so really nice and big. And yeah, the needle size we're going to be using is 5. I used my needle size 6 to make it just a bit looser, but I did a really simple but nice pattern. So this is a V pattern, and here you can see how the V's look like and what the pattern is in total. So yeah, the V's that are actually out of double crochets with a chain in between. The next row they go into the zigzag between rows, so where one V has an opening, the next row V has its cross. So it's super simple, and the cool thing is it starts from a point right here. So yeah, that's how we expand it. First we will just start with this tiny triangle. So yeah, I used an entire spool out of these 200 grams. So yeah, this is what we're going to be using for today. This time we have the color that's called the red velvet color. So if you want to search for the exact same kind, there's a different example on the label that's also pretty sweet. So yeah, let's start. Here's the spool and the beginning, so I took a bit out and found our beginning, so a plus from me. This is awesome. So we will be needing, although it says needle size 5, sorry, we will be using a needle size 6. So let's start with some chains. I'll do just 5 for now. That's 5 for now, so we'll take the thread around our needle, go into the first spot and do a double crochet. So here we are now. I'll take another chain right there and go through the exact same spot again and do our second double crochet. So that's how we get the V. This is my first row already, so we have 2 holes that we're going to use later. So that's our triangle, that's our basis for later crocheting. So the ones I started with are for the height, and the last one is the actual spot we're going to go through. We will take 4 chains. Again, 3 for the height and 1 for actually getting a new row. So turn it around and start the first row by going through the V. Do 1 double crochet, a chain, and again a double crochet, all through the same exact hole. Now the second one, the second V that I have. So here is where we're gonna keep adding each piece, so that's where we're adding an additional V in each round. Here the V and through that spot and continue. So now we have an area between the V's, so we're gonna be skipping those parts, so we don't need anything there. The only thing we need is really between the double crochets. So yeah, you can follow them in a pattern. So here are the two, here comes the third V. Three V's in the third round, two in the second, and one to start with. So we're just adding one at a time on the sides. You clearly see the triangle, so it goes on the same way as before. So a chain goes through the V and not in between. Think about additional V's at the end of the row. Row number 4 with 4 V's. I'll keep going and show you in a moment. So I did the whole green part and now I'm doing the rusty red shade. So the color change is really direct and you can notice it right away. And it's pretty big, so the pattern does that. So each color piece will be pretty big, but that means that they might be shorter since we're always going wider and wider with the colors. So yeah, it's basically the same amount of wool, but it's just a bit different, so to say, distribution of the colors. So the rows are coming one after another. So let's see how big it will get, and it's gonna be really nice and big and fluffy. So the structure is really interesting. I hope you guys can see that and notice it. The pattern I really like, and yeah, let me know what you think about it too. So anyway, let's do the whole spool. So I finished everything. There's only a tiny bit of wool left. We also have our points ready. The two other points are actually red here, and here is the middle part. The bright red is at the end of the row. So now we have rusty red or dark red, green, beige, and then repeated. Here is the beginning, and it keeps getting wider from there. So now I want to use what I have left over for a finishing round. I'll do that for you guys too, so watch what I do. One chain and then just single crochets, because with so little left over we don't have enough for anything else, so it's a nice way to finish anyway. between each V go 2 single crochets, and in the area between the 2 V's, I hope you can see that, there we only need 1 single crochet, and just keep changing between those 2. So I finished, and I just did the last single crochet we needed. There's only a bit left over, so that's perfect. We'll pull the thread out now. Afterwards, we will weave it in, but you already know how to do that. We've done it a million times. So I'll try to show you the whole thing, but it's really huge. There is actually 1 meter 50 centimeters, so 1.5 meters on the longest side. I did measure it, so yeah, count on having a really huge scarf if you decide to do this particular pattern and type of wool. So yeah, what you can also see here, what I made pretty visible, hopefully, the V's in the pattern, so I'm really in love with those lately. And yeah, it's a really big and nice scarf. It has really nice colors. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to shoot a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. That way you'll never miss anything new that we post. And thanks for watching DIY Ideas. I hope to see you again in one of our next videos. And until then, have a great day and a successful project. Bye!